temptations. You home, there'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, and I'll be happy Christmas once again. Sorrow, noise and pain, and I'll be happy Christmas once again.
Woo! What about that?
Another hour's come and gone. It won't be very long before the shoppers start to line up at the stores. Don't you get me nothing, don't you spend a dime, 'cause all I want is you at Christmas time. While the children's choir orchestra bells are tired, the kids are lining up for Santa's knee. In the distance hear a sleigh bell, I'm inspired by the chime, and all I want is you at Christmas time. Snow is falling as I walk into our place. Snowflake lines right in the middle of my face. I got your picture in my pocket, a lovely Valentine. Smiling eyes of yours at Christmas time. My grandkids. Please turn off the phone. Let me stare into my lover's eyes. So happy for these memories. I love the ties that bind, and all I want is you at Christmas time. You lie sleeping and I wonder what you're dreaming, as I hold you in my arms, are safe and warm. Grateful for this feeling and the fact that you're all mine, and all I want is you at Christmas time. Grateful for this feeling and the fact that you're all mine, and all I want is you at Christmas time.
You know, when you get to be my age, you get a standing ovation just for standing. Well, in case you're wondering what I'm doing here, believe me, once you've played the role of God, you can do just about anything you like. In fact, that's the question people ask me more often than not. What was it really like to play the role of God? I tell them it was pretty easy. After all, we're roughly the same age anyway. How many of you out there have actually seen the movie Oh God? If you have, put your hands together for me. Thank you. One of my big hits. Yeah, but when we first started shooting the picture, our director was none other than the great comedian himself, Carl Reiner. He took me aside and said, George, I'd like to get you into character as quickly as possible. So let's have your take on the story of creation. I thought to myself, the story of creation, no problem. God created the world in 6 days. On the 7th day, he rested. On the 8th day, he started getting complaints. He said, that's very cute, George. But there's one more area of controversy that needs to be addressed. It has to do with the birthplace of Jesus. You see, some experts are saying it wasn't Bethlehem after all. It might have been some other little town. I said, well, I don't know too much about the little town of Bethlehem. But I can tell you one place Jesus wasn't born. That's for certain. Washington, D.C. Because that's the last place you'd find 3 wise men and a virgin. It's a pretty hip crowd. But getting back to the role of God, that was a fun acting job. You know, they say great actors have to have techniques like to be able to laugh on cue and then to cry on cue. Simple for me. Anytime the director wants me to laugh, that's easy. I just think of my sex life. And then on the other hand, if the director wants me to cry, I think of my sex life. Speaking of sex life, I had a young kid come up to me. He said, Mr. Burns, I think you're a very lucky man. All these beautiful women hanging off your arm. But have you ever been lucky enough to have 2 women in bed at the same time? I said, listen, kid, at my age, I need 2 women in bed at the same time. In case I fall asleep, they have each other to talk to. When you get this age, you never know when a nap's going to come over you. But let's talk about Christmas. My favorite time of year. How many people have been to New York City? Macy's, 34th Street, 7th Avenue. This sweetheart knows where that is. I like to watch Santa Claus in action. After all, he's got the best job in the whole world. He's got the addresses to all the naughty little girls. That's my kind of job. You know, Gracie and I used to do this thing on Christmas Eve. We'd sort of creep downstairs quietly and rustle about and put presents under the tree, just to make believe Santa was in the house. Well, one Christmas morning in particular, I said to my daughter Sandy, so sweetheart, did you hear Santa come down the chimney last night? She said, no, Dad, but I heard what he said when he stubbed his toe on the couch. Kids. Well, so much for laughs. It's time to do what I do best. Sing.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
How you doing, kid?
Okay. Could you tell me that story?
What
tell
story?
the story, the one I love about...
What story?
You know, your best friend was Jack Benny.
Jack Benny, my best. How many people remember Jack Benny?
Oh, yeah. You've got a lot of funny stories of Jack Benny, but one in particular I just love.
Jack, you're thinking about the breakfast story.
Yes, that's the one.
Jack, thanks, kid. How about a hand for this kid? He's wonderful, isn't he? See you later, kid. Jack Benny. Jack Benny was one of those people, he never liked what you ordered. He always wanted what you ordered, pardon me. He never liked his food. You know those type of people in restaurants, they always want to try your food. Well, we were having breakfast, and I said to the waiter, I'm going to order bacon and eggs for breakfast. Jack says, I'll have cream of wheat. And he says, I hate cream of wheat. I said, then why do you order cream of wheat? He says, Mary says it's good for me. I said, tell Mary to eat cream of wheat. I said, you should eat bacon and eggs. Jack said, I love bacon and eggs. I said, then why don't you order bacon and eggs? He said, Mary says it's bad for me. I said, tell Mary not to eat bacon and eggs. He says, you know, George, you're right. I'm going to do this my way. I'm going to have bacon and eggs too. So, 2 orders of bacon and eggs. When the bill came, I said to the waiter, give it to Jack Benny. He'll be happy to cover the check. Jack said, well, wait a second, George. Why should I have to cover the check? I said, because if you don't, I'm going to tell Mary that you ordered bacon and eggs. That was Jack. Well, I'm going to sing a song now. You know, I have two great passions in life. I love to sing, and I love to drink eggnog at Christmas. Most of my friends would rather listen to me drink eggnog. Something about this singing voice, it just wants to come out. Believe me, if you had something inside you like this, you'd want it to come out too. So here's a song. Here's a song from the vaudeville days. It's about love and heartbreak. Now you might want to listen to the words because they're very deep. Maestro, in my key, please. A sweet young girl was jilted by her husband. He left her and went on his merry way. In tearful eyes, she wrote a final letter, in which a broken heart had this to say. I'm returning every present that you gave me. I'm sending back each letter that you wrote. Every sweet memento that we cherished. The locket that I wore around my throat. Enclosed you'll find the mortgage on the house, dear. Because I'm fair, you must admit it's true. I'm returning everything except the baby. That's the one thing that I didn't get from you. That's enough. I thought you'd get a kick out of that one. Well, I guess it's time for a Christmas song. I changed the lyrics to this to suit myself. Maestro, if you can give me another one. Close enough. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. A kiss below the mistletoe and lots of Christmas cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. This is just about you and me. I'll show you a thing or two right under the Christmas tree. That's enough of that stuff. Okay, folks, thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year.
Oh, it doesn't show signs of stopping, but I brought some home for popping. The lights are going way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Can we finally kiss goodnight? I hate going out of the store, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire slowly dies. My dear, we're still goodnight. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as a sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the little boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace, born mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere, listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the cold, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and they told me ma-ra-pa-pum-pum, a newborn king to see ma-ra-pa-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring ma-ra-pa-pum-pum, ra-pa-pum-pum, ra-pa-pum-pum. They told me ma-ra-pa-pum-pum, can it be? Newborn king to see ma-ra-pa-pum-pum. I'll see the day of glory, see the day when men of goodwill live in peace again. So peace on earth, can it be? Every child must be made aware. Every child must be made to care. Care enough for his fellow man, to give all the love that he can. Pray my wish will come true. I stood beside and your child too. I played my drum for him, glory. I played my bass for him, my road for goodwill. Little peace again, that peace on earth. Can it be? Can it be? stopped in the bars. This is the time of year the children love. Outside the snow is falling, there's snowing everywhere. It's snowing Christmas time out there. It's snowing Christmas time out there. Stopping everyone they see on the street. Hello, shouting hello. What do you think you'll get for Christmas this year? I don't know, I'll try to think though. It's time to wrap some presents, put them underneath the tree. Our radio plays Christmas melodies. Maybe we can take a sleigh ride. It's cold but we don't care. It's snowing Christmas time out there. It's snowing Christmas time out there.
Is that you, Santa Claus? Yeah. Now you gotta do this with me, alright? Come on. Gifts I'm preparing for some Christmas sharing, but I pause because hanging my stocking, I can hear a knocking. Is that you, Santa Claus? Show is dark out, ain't the slightest spark out. Part of my clacking jaws. Oh, there, who is it? You're stopping for a visit? Is that you, Santa Claus? Oh, then Santa, you gave me his care. Now stop teasing, 'cause I know you're there. I don't believe in goblins today. Can you explain why I'm shaking this way? Cold winds are howling, oh baby, let me growling. Part of my clacking jaws. Oh, me, oh my, can't do what you're implying. Is that you, Santa Claus? Tip, 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 baby. Santa, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, me, oh my, can't do what you're implying. That always cracks him up every time, you know. It's a big time, baby, Joe. Oh, there, who is it? Stopping for a visit. Is that you, Santa Claus? Oh, are you bringing a present for me? Something pleasant for me. That's just what I've been waiting for. Would you mind slipping it under the door? Oh, I can see old Santa in the keyhole, but I'm paused because one more time, come on. Oh, me, oh my, can't hear what you reply. Is that you, Santa Claus? Is it my phone? Please, please, I'm begging on my knees. Is that you, Santa Claus? Yeah. So baby, don't got to, yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Light the candle on this Christmas night. Say a prayer as you walk into the light. Feel the feeling that every Christmas brings. Stand around and lift your voice and sing. You're walking the light of Christmas. You're walking in the light. Let the Spirit sing. Let the joy of Christmas bring peace, hope, faith. Peace, hope, faith, and the light of Christmas. And the light of Christmas. But I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing? New Year's Eve. Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night. Wandering in the New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd only be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations you receive. But if I stand a little chance, here comes a jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's Eve?
Charlie Brown.
Long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible says, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a King is born today. And man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Shepherds watch the flocks by night, they see a bright new shining star. They hear Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad. Everybody now, I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Can you take it? I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. This Christmas, what have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun.